So much death and suffering, all linked to one film. The Poltergeist curse has tormented so many for 42 years. What is in store for us as we prepare for lockdown? All right, it is now time to begin our lockdown investigation at a very iconic location, the original Poltergeist house. This doll was owned and played with by Heather O'Rourke from the Poltergeist films. This is a certificate of authenticity signed by her mother, Kathleen O'Rourke, came directly from her mother's estate. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this doll and place it upstairs in what would have been Heather O'Rourke's bedroom in the film. And Jay, can you also tell us what those are over there?
So what we have are basically baby monitors. They're things that, you can get anywhere. Every home in America probably has a set of these at some point. And what we wanted to do is leave one on and have one here at Nerve Center, so that way we can just have a constant open line of communication.
Earlier, we had a psychic medium, Tawny, go in that room and start telling us that she was sensing a child's spirit.
It's weird. The energy in here feels like young kids.
And before we go upstairs, I'm gonna let Billy talk about the experiment that we currently have running near the Poltergeist TV.
In this room, we have set up our isolated video loop experiment, which is a camera that is projecting what it is seeing and recording itself, creating this isolated video loop, which sometimes, as an ITC experiment, can elicit some sort of results in the pattern that you see here. So we will be watching that from Nerve, as well as the static on the TV.
Put this doll here so that we could see it from that camera over there. This is the baby monitor that we're gonna listen to. Okay, ready? With everything set and recording, we now head back to Nerve Center to begin monitoring. I just heard something on the baby monitor.
What was that?
I want everyone to turn the volume up and listen closely to what sounds like a faint little girl's voice that's being captured on the baby monitor and the X-Cam audio.
I put the speaker to my ear, and I started hearing a high-pitched noise like a little girl voice or something. That's why I had to have everybody be quiet, because the only way I can capture this is through this. So right now we're hearing noises.
I quickly grab the Ovilus to see if we can get any information regarding these noises. Who's making these noises? Is there somebody inside the house? How are these spirits making these noises? Their arms! Oh my God!
Are you serious?
I just said, how are you making these sounds? And it said, their arms. Look at this.
Yes.
Literally says their arms.
At this exact moment, our full spectrum camera rolling in the family room captures this strange misty anomaly. Can you give us the name of whose arms are being used to make the noises? Chris. Aggression.
You just asked the name. That's a name. Who is it? Chris.
The name.
It said Chris Aggression.
Dude, that's a name.
Wrong. It says wrong.
No?
After you just said that.
No way.
Look. As we start gearing up to go into the house, we hear this strange breath or brushing sound come through the baby monitor.
Not only that, but there's a meter, tri-field meter right here.
What? Whoa.
But there's a meter, tri-field meter right here.
What? Whoa. Something just came through the speaker of that baby monitor. Like, that is creepy.
Very.
And we all heard it. We're all four down here. Aaron, Billy, and I now enter the home and set up a UV laser grid in the kitchen along with a tri-field meter.
Right there.
Back in the family room, we capture possibly the same anomaly as before. Is there somebody in here?
Whoa.
See that?
What?
Weird.
Why did it spike like that? 1.3 all of a sudden? From 0.2 to 1.4? 1.5? That doesn't make any sense.
Suddenly, Aaron quickly walks away from us. You okay, Aaron? Aaron?
That was weird, bro. I just ran over here, and I wasn't really thinking about it. And
Yo,
then
why did you just take off?
I don't know. I just was standing here, and something made me and I stopped. And I'm like, what? Why did I do that? Like, that was weird.
In this moment, Billy heads back to the kitchen and is adjusting the settings on our digital recorder. He has no idea that his camera captures something out this kitchen window that's facing the backyard. We will reveal this visual evidence in an upcoming in-depth analysis with the owner of the house, Rachel.
Hey, I don't feel good.
Open the doorways! Open the gateways! Open everything! Let our two worlds collide! I know members of that cast are gone, and a lot of people blame a curse. Is there truth to that?
So right now, we just came upstairs and we were hearing noises up here from nerve center.
Jay, are you still hearing any sounds?
Nothing else.
I feel like I was just gonna start crying out of nowhere. Can I go in there alone for a second?
Yes.
Aaron now begins using the Polterpod ITC device.
Who wants to talk to us? What's your name?
We capture an unintelligible male voice here. Could this possibly be speaking in a Native American language?
Who wants to talk to us? What's your name?
I now activate the APFD processor along with the SB7 Pro. It's just flatlined. Why did it just flatline?
I don't know.
Something weird is happening to this equipment right now. It just completely flatlined. And look.
What was that? Was that the baby monitor?
Yeah. Can you see if this is sweeping?
What? You all right, Aaron? Aaron?
Dude. So I just put a mitt in my mouth. When that started flatlining, all I could taste was dirt. And I was basically felt like I was being buried. It was the weirdest thing. Just let me hold it.
Did you see your little girl?
Dude.
I want to make a very important note. Aside from what we believe to be a Native American voice, we have only captured these faint girl voices earlier from the baby monitor. And right now we capture another faint girl voice through the APFD processor. Did you see your little girl?
Dude.
Why do I keep hearing a little girl?
I hear it.
Is there a little girl there? After 35 minutes, we're getting... Daddy? Listen as my question is answered. Is there a little girl there? Then another spirit tells us the girl left. Then the little girl comes back and calls me Daddy. We're getting... Daddy? Is there a little girl there? After 35 minutes, we're getting... Daddy? Billy wants to now use the frequency generator, which uses a physical coil to emit frequencies that can stimulate emotions. As we are getting ready to activate the device, watch how the isolated video loop begins moving and undulating. Then this large black mass moves through it, causing the central image to also move. All right, what I want to do now is shoot at a frequency of 150 hertz, and anger is said to have a vibrational frequency of 150 hertz, which is associated with contraction. So we're going to emit that vibrational frequency through the glass table, just like Jay said. The glass will also resonate that frequency at a larger vibration, and we're going to see if it can affect anything or stimulate anything from portals to manifestations to our ITC experiments. Now watch as what we believe to be a long black arm reaches up into the central loop image and appears to extract the yellow part from the top. And like Aaron says, the yolk of an egg. That?
Whoa!
No,
What is that dark? Whoa! What the hell?
Oh my god, it's like an egg dripping its yolk down the stairs or something. It's gone!
Did you see that?
I saw
There was
that.
a black thing that came up here and like touched it, and then the arm went away. What is that? As I set my camera down in the kids' room, I hear the strangest sound I've ever heard. Jay also hears it from Nerve. Listen to this. When we replay the sound, it's as if an interdimensional door opens for like a quick moment. What is that? Downstairs, Aaron and Billy don't hear it, but their equipment starts acting strange.
Hey, Aaron, why is that UV light doing it?
Hey, what was that? What UV light?
Your UV light just flashed on and flashed off.
The one in front of me?
Yes, and it was. Hey, you realize what's going on right now?
Hey,
Yeah.
What was that noise?
Dude, we didn't hear it down here.
Both of you come here right now. When I walked up there, it was just like, you know, calm, quiet, everything. And it was like, for like 5 seconds, it was like I heard like chattering. It was like a quick tear in the spirit world. It was like they just peeled it open real quick and let me
After
hear
we did the
something.
God frequency.
Yeah, it was after
Yeah.
the God frequency.
Something else happened that you don't know. Neither one of you know this. This light is off right now, right?
Yeah, you said it kept going on and on.
It turned on and then it turned off. And I looked up and I thought, why is Aaron touching the light? But you weren't. You were just standing back here. I'm like, it reacted. Oh, it's giving me the chills, dude. It was reacting to that frequency and it turned that light on. And I looked up expecting you, yeah, like that. But look, it doesn't have an effect on that.
It's when you did that.
It's when we did that frequency, that specific frequency of 936 hertz. And it changed the frequency. It added a decimal point. It changed it on the machine.
I decide to attach our SB7 spirit box directly to the TV screen to see if the electromagnetic energy from the old TV can amplify the spirit's energy source.
Let's just make sure this.
The TV volume suddenly blares, scaring us all and knocking me back onto the carpet. Can we hear you? Hello? 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 Can we hear you? Hello? Can you talk to us?
Zach! Did you hear it say Zach? It said Zach! Plain as day!
Dude, that thing said hello.
Clearly said Zach!
Can you talk to us?
Zach!
Yes, that is me. Can you tell me your name? What are you doing in this house? Tell me the name of the movie that was filmed here.
Important? Important. It might be a message that's trying to come through.
Tell me the name of the movie that was filmed here.
Important? It might be a message that's trying to come through.
We capture this very creepy voice, but don't understand the language. Could this also be Native American? Where are you right now?
Where's that flash? Again and again, Aaron. Where's that flash? Wait, hey, you said where are you right now? And the light turned on for 1 split second. It flashed. Hello.
Hello?
Again.
It was like an older lady's voice.
Who are these spirits that are suddenly greeting us? We are getting crystal clear hellos coming through the TV into our ITC device.
Hello.
Hello?
Again.
It was like an older lady's voice.
I know this sounds crazy, but the scene in the movie is our reality right now. With no further communication, Billy and I head back to Nerve Center to start wrapping up the investigation. Okay, so right now Jay and Aaron are out back. They are doing a ceremony and offering to the Native Americans.
To the Chumash spirits and any other Native Americans that were here first.
This was their land, and before we end our investigation, we want to give an offering of peace and respect.
A lot of time has gone by and a lot of good people have been lost. Please lift any kind of curse, and I hope you can find peace and move on.
And this investigation was absolutely oh my God.
Did you just see that?
What the
Hold on, the guns count, bro. Are you kidding me right now? My God, dude. Shh. Wait.
Oh my, you saw that.
Yeah, I
right?
watched it.
So we both saw that
I watched
on
it.
screen.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, and that camera right there for sure caught it.
This investigation was absolutely my heart is racing right now.
That was awesome, dude. Is that camera?
Yes,
It is?
Yes. We have 2 angles of it.
Oh, great.
We saw that at the same
I wasn't,
we're wrapping up
I wasn't
our
expecting
investigation,
it.
and the doll just fell over. We did not have high expectations for this house being this active, and we also capture the doll falling on this X camera as well. And this investigation was absolutely oh. This was captured on 2 separate cameras, and throughout the night, I asked the spirits multiple times to move this doll. Can you move the doll in the room?
Can you move the doll?
Move the doll. Oh my God.
Did you just see that?
What the
Hold on, the guns count, bro. Are you kidding me right now?
We now head to meet the owner of the Poltergeist house, Rachel, to analyze our findings with her.
Rachel, we didn't know what to expect going into this investigation. Is this curse real? And we thought it was very important for you to come back and see what we captured inside the house you now own. Billy, take it away.
When we were in this room here, and we were using the XLS camera, this appeared over top of Zak.
It's free floating. You see it's nothing behind it. Now it's putting its hand over my head. It's hovering over the TV, and then it vanishes.
Just like that.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was just gone.
That TV's an older vintage TV.
It is, yeah.
So it bleeds a lot of EMF, okay?
Which provides for the spirits.
Yeah.
Zach, were you touching the TV at this point? You
I
were,
believe
right?
so.
Is it reaching to touch you to touch the TV? Because you were feeling the static and the energy from the TV.
Let's move to the next one.
All right, we're looking at a full spectrum camera. This camera sees into the ultraviolet spectrum as well as visible light and infrared. We captured a mist.
It's a weird shape. That is not any type of flying insect. That is not a dust particle.
No.
It grows in size as it goes up into the air.
Wait a minute, Billy, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go frame by frame. Keep going. Stop. I don't know if that's just...
There's light there.
Rachel is pointing to the same interesting attribute of the mist anomaly that caught my eye during this review. It appears as though there are tiny dots of illumination within the slightly larger mist form.
What's wild is it's coming out of the ground, and what do we know about the ground? That backs up the theory that all this is coming from the ground.
Oh,
I didn't even
there.
think of that.
It
yeah.
literally, it's literally
The whole
right
house is
there
on the
in
ground,
the
thank
floor.
Yep. So this is interesting. Let's move on to the next
Okay.
piece. This right
one
here
is messing with my head.
This is
because
weird. Go ahead,
I can't
Billy.
figure out what this is.
In the backyard, there's no light contamination at all.
Correct.
Okay.
Let me just play this.
Watch very closely. See something there and then a light there. See something there and then a light. Watch the bottom, boom, and then the light. This is glass, right?
Yes, it's all glass.
Then why wouldn't we see the light here?
Exactly.
And it only starts here.
But that's a very clearly defined light going
The
across.
light is what's driving me nuts.
There are no roads or any public views whatsoever in the backyard. This is not a car or any explainable source. We now begin reviewing the Polaroids that Aaron took.
I would say there's at least 100 there, easy. After all that, I got 3 pictures that have something on it.
The first one is a strange light anomaly that's coming from Zak. In all the other photos, there is no weird light anomalies like this that wrap around his body.
And I will say, in this exact moment when this photo was taken, I stood in that same position the entire time, absolutely still.
We are now ready to review the footage of Heather O'Rourke's doll falling off the bookcase. At the beginning of the night, we placed the doll on a bookcase along with a baby monitor, which I used to ask the doll to move. Can you move the doll in the room? At this point, it was the end of the night. Hours had passed when something incredible happened.
I want you to watch what happens to this doll.
Oh my God. And that's been sitting there all night.
It's been sitting there all night. Now the question is, did it just fall over due to gravity, or did something influence it to fall? Go back to it.
Yeah, that doll was stationary.
What is that glowing on it? Is there something in its hair?
Oh, yeah, right there. I see that. But then it goes away.
It just went away.
Are you serious?
It's not moving. It goes away.
It just went away.
Stop glowing.
It isn't until now that we make this discovery of a strange glowing light right here in her hair that then slowly dims to dark.
What the is that?
Dude.
How in the hell?
And it's not some battery in the thing because it's old.
There's no
From the
electronics
80s.
in it at all.
Yeah. There aren't any electronics
No.
in it at all.
It's like that little light that was outside the window.
Yeah, inside the window.
Oh, man.
But the light goes away.
Maybe it's
Did you
energy,
see that?
Like the energy.
What is your take on that?
My initial take on it is that it came down,
Right.
almost as if it were dragged.
Right.
But the light,
It went away.
It goes away.